I'm Liz. Welcome to the Liz Manual of Style. Today I'm going to do a little review and show and tell of the Leuchtturm Jottbook. This is not that commonly sold in stores, or at least I've never seen it in a store. And I'm not sure it's that popular in the journaling community because I've never really seen anything about it except for on the Leuchtturm website. But I absolutely love these. I got them from the Leuchtturm website. I happen to live pretty close to a warehouse of theirs, which is dangerous because if I pay just a few extra dollars, they will deliver it post-haste. But right now I have quite a few, so I don't need to go shopping for them. If they would drop another color, that would be great. So this is what it looks like when you get them. This is the pocket size A6. There's also A5. And they come in the same rulings as the other Leuchtturms. So they come in dotted, grid. I think they come in grid. They might not come in grid actually, but they come in dotted and plain for sure because I've had them and they come in ruled. I prefer the dotted. I also have a plain one I'm going to show you guys. But yeah, they come wrapped. They come in 2 pairs. And the thing I love about these, besides the fact that they are little, I love starting new notebooks. I have a problem with that. And it feels I feel less shame about it if I use a small notebook. And by that, I just mean that there's not that many pages. So these are comparable to the Moleskine Cahier. I think that's how you say it. But it is a bit, I think it has more pages. So these have 59 pages. It's 80 GSM paper. I believe it's the same paper as a regular Leuchtturm, but let's check. So yeah, this is the one I got from, this is a different type of Leuchtturm that I got from TJ Maxx or Home Goods, one of those. And it also has 80 GSM. And this has an added feature where the edges are the same color as the cover. I just find this so beautiful. You know, I'm a designer. I don't do that as my full-time job anymore, but I am still a designer, and I just find that so beautiful and clean. So I'm going to keep this one wrapped, and let's look at the gray one outside of the package. So this is the exact one in that package. It's dotted, and it's gray, and you can see the gray color on the edges as well. And I just find these so beautiful. I love them so much. I love a little compact notebook that I can put in my pocket and carry around as a little emotional support notebook, if you will. These still have an index, which I like. And each one comes with what we are used to seeing in a regular Leuchtturm. So it comes with these labels that you can put on the front. I haven't done that because I'm scared it'll come off, but I think it will probably stick. The spine sticker, I struggle to see how this is going to fit and not peel off. So I haven't tried that yet, but presumably it's supposed to work with it because I would guess they wouldn't send it if it didn't work. But I haven't actually finished one of these because I am a serial notebook starter, so I haven't finished one of these yet. But I really like it. I think half the pages are tearaway. So I'm always enjoying that because I love being able to take a page out when I make a mistake and not feel like I've ruined the notebook. So yeah, that starts in the, I believe, the middle. It looks like the middle-ish. Or ish, if not the exact middle. And yeah. It also has a little pocket thing in the back that you can stick something. You can't stick a lot, but you could put something small. I'll show it with this lens wipe that I have nearby. So you could stick that in there and that would be safe. Just love it. Really great. I would also think if you have one of those notebooks where you can insert a traveler's notebook, where you can insert these would be perfect for that. So I'm also going to show you a plain one. I am having a day of sadness. This happens to me every month because I have PMDD. If you know, you know, and I'm sorry if you know. So I'm probably going to start a new notebook today to give myself a little dopamine boost so that I can then feel guilty like in a few weeks when I have only used one page. But, you know, maybe it doesn't matter at the end of the day. And so this came in the Rising Sun pack. This is the one that came with it. And I really love this yellow. It's just beautiful. You know, I have loved yellow since I was a kid watching the Power Rangers. And I distinctly remember thinking, well, everybody likes the Pink Ranger, so I'm gonna like the Yellow Ranger because she's the other girl. You know, we won't get into the fact that it was the Yellow Ranger and she was Asian. Anyways, pop culture of the 90s or 2000s. So the one complaint I have with the blank one, so I got a blank Leuchtturm from TJ Maxx, Home Goods / Marshalls, whatever. And I loved that it came with this. It came with one of these guys. Now it came with a branded one and I cannot find it. This one is my copy that I made. So I scanned it in and then I recreated the grids without the Leuchtturm on it. And so I just print this out when I need one now and cut it as straight as I can. But so I don't think I would use these if I couldn't use something like this. Thankfully, I'm a designer, like I said, so I could create this file easily. But then you can just put it underneath the page like this and you can write straight without any worries. And then when you take this out, it just looks so clean. I'll show you this orange one. In the back, I did a pen test. And look how clean and nice this is. Love it. I will say, I have an inkjet printer. And so the ink, when I did these like squares on the back, it like transferred on there. So I really could only use like one side of the pages in this because I'm not going to just write without lines. I just can't. You know, maybe it's the OCD, but I'm not going to be able to handle, like, I will write in a slant. I remember doing it as a child. It will happen, and I'm not going to do that. But, you know, that's actually a plus because then I can actually use the notebook up and I won't feel wasteful. Although, would I prefer if they would have, well, actually, it's not their fault. It's actually my inkjet fault. Because probably if I did inkjet's fault, because I probably would have been able to use the other page if it hadn't picked up these black lines. But, you know, because they didn't include one that might have been laser printed or something that didn't have ink like that, you know, I can only use one page. But that's fine. So, yeah, that is my review of the Leuchtturm Jottbook. Have you tried the Jottbook? Do you have any favorites of this type of notebook that you would love to recommend? Then please, please, please leave a comment and consider subscribing because I'm going to be posting a bunch more stationery videos. And I'm thinking about getting into some stuff about being a romance editor and that type of thing. So consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.